So hello everyone. Uh, Yesterday we have find relation between some trigonometric functions, that is the relation of sine and cos, the relation of tan and sec, and the relation of cot and cosec. So before going further in the lecture, I would like to revise what we have studied yesterday. Okay. So we have discussed that sine square a plus cos square a is equals to 1. Also 1 plus tan square a is equals to sec square a. Similarly, 1 plus cot square a is equals to cosec square a. So in the last class, we have discussed these three formulas and we have also made some formulas with the help of these three basic formulas. Okay. So before, without wasting any time, we should move forward and we should discuss the questions of exercise 8.3. Okay. The first question is, we have to find and we have to express sine a, sec a and tan a in terms of cot a. So we have to express sine a and sec a and tan a in terms of cot a. Okay. So now let's do it. So the first one is sine and cot. Okay. So we know that there is a relation between cot and sine, and that is cot a is equals to sine cos a upon sine a. That is, we know that cot of a is equals to cos a upon sine a. Now we have to find a relation. We have to express that sine a in terms of cot a. So this cos a should have to be replaced either by cot a or either by sine a. Okay. So now we know that there is a relation of sine and cos. So now that relation was sine square a plus cos square a is equals to 1. And if we need to find a relation of cos square a, cos or sine, so we can write it cos square a is equals to 1 minus sine square a, and that then cos a will be equals to under root 1 minus sine square a. Okay, so now simply put that cos a is equals to 1 minus sine square a here. Okay, so now we can say cot a is equals to 1 minus sine square a square root upon sine a. Now here we have to express sine a in terms of cot a, not cot a in terms of sine a. So we have to solve this. We have to solve this. Okay. So for that you need to square on squaring both sides. So we got here cot square a, and here it will be 1 minus sine square a, because that square will cancel square root, and in the denominators it will be sine of square a. Okay, now solve this. It will be cot square a is equals to, split it as 1 upon sine square a up minus sine square a upon sine square a. Now this sine square a, this sine square a will cancel out each other, so it will be cot square a minus 1 upon sine square a minus 1. So we can write this as cot square a plus 1 is equals to 1 upon sine square a, and if we solve this, this will be sine square a will go there, and this 1 plus cot square a will come to that side. Okay, now it will be sine a, that square root will, that square will go that side and it will turns to square root. So 1 upon 1 plus cot square A. Now we got sin A is equals to 1 upon square root 1 plus cot square. So now we have expressed sin A in terms of cot A. Similarly, similarly, the next question it was expressing sec A in terms of cot. Sec A in terms of cot. Now there was a relation of tan and sec, that is 1 plus tan square A is equals to sec square A. So now it will be sec square A is equals to 1 plus tan square A. So, and sec A is equals to, that square will go that side, so it will be under root 1 plus tan square A. So now we know that tan and cot is a relation, so we can simply write it as sec A is equals to 1 plus 1 upon cot A. It is square, so it will be cot square A. So take LCM over here, so it will be LCM will be cot square A. Here it will be cot square A plus 1. So sec A is equals to under root 1 plus cot square A upon that square root, that square will cancel square root, it will turns to cot. Now we have find the relation of sec A in terms of cot A, and tan A and cot A, we know that tan A is equals to 1 upon cot A. So now we have solved the question number 1 of exercise 8.3, and we got sin A in terms of cot A, sec A in terms of cot A, and tan A in terms of cot A. So now come to the next question. Now come to the next question. Now write all other trigonometric ratio of angle A in terms of sec A. Similar question. Now first we have to represent sin A in terms of sec A. And similarly we have to do cos A in terms of sec A. So sin and sec don't have any direct relation, but we know that sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1, and here we can find that sin square A is equals to 1 minus cos square A, and cos and sec has relation, that is 1 minus 1 upon sec square A. So here we will have sin square A is equals to LCM sec square A minus 1. So sin A is equals to root sec square A minus 1 upon sec square A. So it will be sin of A is equals to under root sec square A minus 1 upon sec. We have find the relation of sin A in terms of sec A. Okay. Similarly, cos A and sec A has direct relation. Cos A and sec A has direct relation. That is cos A is equals to 1 upon sec A. Similarly, tan and sec has direct relation. That is, we know that the formula 1 plus tan square A is equals to sec square A. So it will be tan square A is equals to sec square A minus 1, and tan of A will be is equals to under root sec square A minus 1. This is the relation of tan A in terms of sec A. Now the fourth part, we know that tan and cot have a relation, so we can change it as 1 upon cot A is equals to root sec square A minus 1. So now it will be cot A. This cot we will go here. Cot A is equals to 1 upon under root sec square A minus 1. We have also expressed cot A in terms of sec A. Okay. And the last one is cosec and sec. Cosec and sec. Cosec and sec don't have direct relation, but we have find the relation of sine A in terms of sec A, that is this. So we can simply reverse, or we can simply take inverse of this. Now we know that sine A is equals to under root sec square A minus 1 upon sec, and sine A is 1 upon cosec A, will be equal to sec square A minus 1 upon sec A. Now reverse it, so it will be cosec A is equals to sec A upon under root sec square A minus 1. So we have expressed all trigonometric ratios, that is sine, cos, tan, cot and cosec in terms of sec A. Now come to the question number 3rd. Okay, come to the question number 3rd. So question number 3rd is 9 sec square A minus 9 tan square A is equals to question mark. Okay, now we know that there is a relation of sec and tan, that is 1 plus tan square A is equals to sec square A. So we can say 1 is equals to sec square A minus tan square A. Okay, so from here if we take 9 common, so it will be sec square A minus tan square A, and this sec square A minus tan square A equals to 1. So 9 into 1, that will turns to 9. Okay, so option number B is correct. Option number B is correct. Okay. Now come to the question number second part of question number 3rd. So here we have 1 plus tan A plus sec A, 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta into 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. Okay, so in trigonometrical ratios, when we have given these ratios in the form of tan, sec, cosec, cot, so it is always advisable to change them in terms of sin and cos. So when you change them in terms of sin and cos, it get easy to solve these types of questions. Okay, so now if we change them in terms of sines, it will be 1 plus, that will be sin theta upon cos theta, and it is 1 upon cos theta. Now it will be 1 plus cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta, and it will be 1 upon sin theta. So now if you take LCM over here, LCM will be cos of theta. So it will cos theta plus sin theta and plus 1, and here it will be LCM will be sin theta, it will be sin theta plus cos theta will remain as it is, cos theta minus 1. So now if you look at here, so here we have cos theta plus sin theta plus 1, and sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. So if we make this as A and this as B, so we have formula A plus B into A minus B. So that formula is A square minus B square. So it will be cos theta plus sin theta whole square A square minus B square, and upon this will be cos theta into sin theta. Now here we have cos theta plus sin theta whole square. So now again identity, that is A plus B ka whole square. So it will be A square plus B square plus 2A into B and minus 1, and here it will be cos theta into sin of theta. Now cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So here it will be, that term will get changed into 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1 upon sin theta into cos theta. So that 1 and 1 will cancel out each other. So now we are left with 2 sin theta cos theta upon sin theta into cos theta. Sin theta cos theta, sin theta cos theta will cancel out each other. Here we got only 2. So now option number C is the correct answer. Is the correct answer. Now move to the question number third part. Okay. So we have sec theta plus tan theta into 1 minus sin theta. We have sec of A plus tan A, sec of A plus tan A, sec of A plus tan of A into 1 minus sin A, 1 minus sin of angle. Now sec a tan a1 minus n. Okay, so change them in terms of sign. So it will be 1 upon cos a, and this will be sin a upon cos of a. Here we have 1 minus sin a. Now take LCM. Here it will be cos a 1 plus sin a, and here 1 minus sin. Now again we see that here we are getting identity, that is 1 plus sin a, 1 minus sin a plus b into a minus b. So it will turns to a square minus b square upon cos a, and 1 minus sin square is cos square a upon cos of a, which turns to cos of a. That one will cut the square. Answer is option number D. And the last question is, the last part of this question is 1 plus tan square a upon 1 plus cot square a. Now we know that I can solve it over here. Now we know that 1 plus tan square a is sec square a, and 1 plus cot square a is cosec square a. Now here we don't have any options, so we can change sec square a in terms of cos. So it will be cos square a upon, it will be 1 upon sin square a. Okay, so now this sign will go top and this go here. So it will be sin square a upon cos square a, and we know that sin square a cos square a is equals to tan square a. So option number D is the correct answer. Okay, so we have done 3 questions, and we have done all the 3 parts of question number 3rd. Okay, now remaining questions we will do in the upcoming lecture. Okay, now let's do one more questions. We can do question number 4. We can do question number 4. Okay, so question number 4 is cosec theta minus cot theta whole square. Cosec theta minus cot theta whole square is equals to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. So before solving this question, I would like to say tell something. So in such questions, in the questions of proof, now what is the approach to solve this type of questions? So the approach should be like, sometime you have to solve left hand side to get right hand side, sometime you have to solve right hand side and you will get left hand side by solving right hand side. Okay, and sometime you need to solve both left hand side and right hand side. First you will solve left hand side, you will get some answer. Now you will solve right hand side and you will get the same answer which you have got by solving left hand side. Okay, so these questions, so you have a you have that kind, you should have that kind of approach in solving these questions, and try to now that like here we have cosec theta and cot theta, and we need to express them in terms of cos and cos, in terms of cos. Now as we know that cosec and cos don't have any relation, but cosec and sine have relation, and sine and cos have relation. So it is always advisable to change cosec, sec, tan and cot in terms of cos and sine. So here we will take left hand side. So left hand side we have cosec theta minus cot theta whole square. So what is cosec theta? This is 1 upon sin theta. And what is cot theta? That is cos theta upon sin theta whole square. So now here we take LCM, and the LCM will be sine of angle theta. Now 1 minus cos theta whole square. Okay. Now we 1 plus cos, 1 minus cos. Okay. So here we can say, we can write it 1 plus, sorry, 1 minus cos theta whole square upon sine square theta. Okay. Now we know that sine square theta in terms of cos square theta, we know that it is 1 minus cos theta whole square. Now sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Okay. So it will be 1 minus cos theta whole square, and here we have again identity, that is a minus a square minus b square. Okay. So here we can write it a plus b into a minus b. Now here we have 1 minus cos theta whole square, and here we have 1 minus cos theta. So that 1 minus cos theta will cancel square. So it will turns to 1 minus cos theta upon 1 plus cos theta. And I think that is right hand side. Now we have solved the first part of question number 4, and we have seen, and we saw that there is a certain kind of approach while solving this type of questions. Okay. So in the upcoming lectures we will try to solve more questions. Okay. So till then, thank you, and take care, and try to make notes of this. Okay. Thank you.